So I'd like to talk a little bit about working with employers. A longtime friend, mentor, and colleague of mine, Richard Pimentel, once was asked in a training to define job development, and he offered this awesome definition. He said, job development is basically a bridge connecting people, many of whom, but not all, who are ready, willing, and wanting to work, and employers who don't believe it. What I love about that definition is that he's acknowledging that the people we work with have everything they need to belong and participate in their community. The real challenge is on the other side of the bridge to get employers to open their doors and allow people opportunity. So sometimes I hear, oh, this job development is great, except that employers have these attitudes and these people have all these barriers. And I'm like, yeah, which is why you have the job you do. If employers were automatically open, if people didn't have barriers, well, they kind of wouldn't need us. To me, that is like one of the most important and wonderful aspects of job development, is working with employers to view people differently. I think it begins by not thinking of employers as employers, but just people who are running business, who have many very valid concerns and fears about working with people with disabilities because they've had so little exposure. And I think part of our job is to help lessen the perceived threat or risk about hiring people with disabilities. I think we need to develop real partnerships with employers, rather than think of it in terms of, I'm going to knock on your door and somehow convince you to hire one of these people at the end of the day. What if we instead found ways of working with employers that give them exposure to people with disabilities without a hiring risk? So what if we open the window of ideas of opportunities like, would you be willing to just interview someone? I'm wondering if you'd be willing to partner with us in a brand new project where we're taking people on tours of some of the great businesses here in our town. Obviously, you made the list. Would you be willing to maybe come to our agency and talk a little bit about your company? How about a half-day job shadowing opportunity? Would you be willing to allow someone from your business to serve as a mentor for one of our job seekers who has a passion for your business or for your company? I think there are so many ways of engaging employers whereby they have exposure to just real people. And I do believe that hiring will happen, but I wonder if it's reasonable for us to expect that hiring will be the first thing that happens. Without an exposure to people, everyone always imagines the worst. But it's amazing what can happen when they meet real people or just hire one person with a disability and their perspective completely changes. I really respect people who work on the macro level to change the world, but I'm more of the thinking of just working one person at a time, getting one person within a business to engage with a person with a disability, and then you let them do the work of opening up other people within their business.